about the crowds at the moment. They're off, and yes, COVID has played a big part in that, so there's no doubt about it. But, you know, part of the reason I reckon is that I can't pick up the paper with somebody getting slaughtered. Everyone is an idiot in football or corrupt, or Dustin Martin plays 2 good games after being off the field because of personal reasons, and suddenly he's going to Sydney. I mean, what does that do for the kids who love Dustin Martin, right? There's always these things. But this was, to me, this week, I was a bit outraged on this. I understand and was on the rules committee to try and stop head-high tackles and concussion. I led the way on that committee to stop punches and jumper punches and people getting hit behind play. But I'm a firm believer that this is a contact sport that is an invasion sport. And I roll the vision from Marlion Pickett. Now, Marlion Pickett is smart enough to see that his teammate had at the run of the ball, and he applied what was a fair bump. Now, look at the Hawthorn player. He gets up, he hasn't got a concussion. He might have a corky because he actually got hit properly because he plants his foot. Watch this. He changes direction because he sees what's going on. Now, that looks bad there because his head goes back, but he didn't get hit. And he went to the tribunal, didn't even give a free kick. Quite rightly said to me, says the umpire, look at that. He hits, goes down. It's no problem. He's taken a bit of a dive, I reckon, to be perfectly honest. And because the players not doing, they hit the deck. But then my point is,
you think that's the reason
tribunal,
people aren't going to the football?
I think that we are sanitising the game beyond what it needs to. Right? I think it has to be sanitised for the protection of players.
Even Damien Hardwick said he didn't think he'd get off.
Yeah, well, that's because he knows that he's not going to get off at the tribunal. I think the Tigers are doing it well at the moment. They're being nice to the AFL after being at war for them for a fair while. He knew he was going to get done because that's what they're doing. But what I'm saying is,
so they flew the flag for Marlion Pickett.
I don't think at any stage that he did anything wrong. He was within 5 metres of the ball. He didn't jump off the ground. He planted his foot. He hit him with a hip and shoulder. Everything was perfect about that.
So you're saying he didn't hit him in the head?
No, I don't think he did. I think it was incidental, not even incidental contact. I think that's just a whiplash action. But even if it was, Matty, these accidents happen. I'm going to show you another one. The other one that went to the tribunal, James Rowbottom. Now let me show you this. Now, in the first instance, he pushes past Shield, gets a shove here and runs in. And okay, you go, oh, that was a heavy clash. Now, let's just slow it down and have a look at this. I don't know what was going on at the tribunal last night. He actually gets pushed by his teammate. He's off balance. By the way, Merritt dropped the ball and they clashed heads. Now, that's
that's incidental.
That's
no,
hang on, that's 1/24th of a second. He's pushed. Can we show the other?
Ran past the ball.
No, he didn't run past the ball. Merritt dropped the ball.
Yes, that's right.
Merritt dropped the ball.
Could James have picked the ball up then?
No, but in 1/24th of a second, that's the parallax error because he is to the side. Right, he's had to go past Shield. Roll it again for me, please. Right, roll it past this, and you see he goes past Shield. Right there, pushes through, going after the game, drops the ball in 1/25th of a second. What is he supposed to do? Get a pole vault and go over the top of him? As it is here. Now watch this. He gets pushed here. Right from the push, 1/24. Didn't put his arms up. Had a head clash. And then he's rolling his body even out of reflex to get out of the way of it. I mean, what else could he do?
I think it was aggressive, but it was just a front-on collision.
He went for the ball.
No bump.
But not only that, this is a kid who's never been reported, hasn't been reported in the under-11s in his entire career.
Well, I think we're losing our intrinsic appeal of the game.
What do you get?
Just the rules. I think I know you're. It's just that if you hit them in the head, when you could have had an alternative, you get a week.
What was his alternative there?
To
not go for the ball.
Yeah, go for
you would have put him on Sunday morning saying, have a look at this bloke. Didn't go at the ball, didn't do this.
Didn't do that.
No, he didn't do it because he went for the ball. No.
He went past the ball to the
Merritt dropped the ball, went sideways, mate. What do you reckon he's going to do?
So deviate back to the ball.
How do you deviate when he's off balance? He got pushed. It was incidental contact. There was nothing he could have done.
I don't think that was enough, though, to have us being turned.
It was enough to get rubbed out. And by the way, Marlion Pickett got rubbed out, but the AFL said against all rules, you can come to the Dreamtime game and stand out there and do the rule.
So we're losing the physicality in the game.
We're losing the physicality. And again, I'm not promulgating this, but you asked me a question, simple question: why are people starting to get the brace and bits with the game and not want to go to the game? That's part of it. Because it's coming out of it.
I've never enjoyed footy as much this year as I have in 3 years, probably. And my team's not doing as well as they were in that year. I just think it's great to be back with crowds.
I love it, Cara.
I think the venues in the AFL are making it too hard to get to the game.